Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going? Happy Sunday. We are so excited to be here today. We've got a super exciting stream ready. We've got some special guests, some special Lego Masters guests, some other special guests, and a very special mystery guest.
Who could it be?
Who could it be?
We have no idea.
No idea who it could be. But we're very excited that this person is going to be here, and we think that you will too.
So we're all set. Look, we got our coffee, and in honor of today's theme, we've got special lighting in the background.
I know, we've got our Christmas lights and our red spooky lights up. We're very excited.
Yep.
So moving swiftly along, we'll just hit up some of our daily things before we get started. First of all, this is the Disney pin of the day. It's not focusing so good, but anyway, it's the portrait from the Haunted Mansion of the lady with her cat and a very ornate frame. So I'm pretty excited about that.
And in honor of spooky villains, today we've got Chernabog. Is he the close-up seat
from Fantasia?
From Fantasia.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Is that the one?
Oh, yeah. So it's one of the villain ties. I think there's 5 or 6 of them from 2015. Chernabog.
Yeah, I have one of those. That has a Chernabog with the wings that come up, which is awesome. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Let's see who's with us
here.
It's Boone Builds is here. Yay! Ingrid Wynn, Chris Barron, Sadie, James D'Agostino, Ingrid Wynn, Wild Orson is here. Joshua Zender, Joshua Steele, Rob Ketcherside, Steve Parmley, Minifig Chick,
Steve Parmley,
your daddy Jim. Let's see who else. Joshua Steele, Jennifer Reynolds, Dallas Rich, Andy 62515. Wow, my goodness.
Diggy's here.
Diggy is here. Hey, Diggy, welcome. Good to
back.
see you here. So glad to see you. PD Brick Films, Jennifer Reynolds, Jennifer Hooper, Jason Seacrest. Wow, Nicholas Phillips. This is amazing. There's so many. I hope I can scroll back far enough. I'll never be able to find the end again.
I hope we didn't miss anyone.
I hope we didn't miss anyone. But, we say everybody. And Riley. Hello, Riley. How's it going? Yes, Jack Skellington stretching portrait pin. Nice. David C. Krause Jr., welcome. Laura F., good morning from Ohio. How's it going? So, so I know we're all here. We're going to be building the Stranger Things set today.
Yep.
Which we're really excited about. We've had this for a long time and haven't yet had a chance to do it. It's huge. It's a huge box. It's absolutely huge. So we're going to be starting this today, and obviously we'll be continuing this throughout the week. But today we're going to start off building our the car portion, which I believe is the first part. So Hooper's car. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
I'm trying
and
to think
lots
if there's anything else. Just real quick, if I haven't mentioned it yet, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out.
Helps us bring more stuff to you.
Yeah, so thanks for that. So let's go ahead. Wow, we're starting earlier than we usually do. Usually we talk for forever. We ramble on, but we've got a huge set and we got a lot of people to hang out with. Yeah, so we've got some people waiting in the green room. So I'd like everybody to please welcome Mel. Icebergbricks.
Why y'all didn't want to?
How's it going?
Come on, y'all. You gotta warn me.
Oh, sorry. I like to surprise the audience. So I guess I kind of surprised you too. Sorry, Mel. Sorry about that.
How about that?
How y'all two doing?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Trying to, enjoy an easy Sunday. Sunday afternoon now. It's not morning over here anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see you have a coffee cup with you. One of the little features of our show is we always show a coffee cup. What have you got there?
This is actually from Brick Fair, Virginia. And I actually was able to get this. I think it was last year that I went there. It's pretty cool.
Oh, very nice.
That they give you in a goodie bag,
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, I've got my, now our viewers have seen this before, but I have my Musée Wax de Conti, which is the creepy wax museum in the French Quarter in New Orleans when I lived there. And I used to go to it all the time and look at all the creepy wax figures.
And I've done Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah, we got that from
the Cat's fading away.
We got that at the Disney Family Museum, and it was one of those ones where when it gets hot, like the Cheshire Cat would disappear. But yeah, his ink got all, after years of washing, his ink got all weird.
He's been around.
All right, let's add some. We got some other folks. Let's add some on. Welcome, everybody.
What, really?
So everybody get ready. I'm not going to say who's coming on next. I'm just going to add people.
Who is it?
Don't be surprised like Mel. Everybody, it is Boone. Boone is here.
What if I was like picking my nose?
Yeah, I was going to say, your warning.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Boone?
I'm so excited.
We are excited too. So do you have are you drinking coffee or tea? Do you have a coffee mug to share with everyone? Oh, that's right. Tea. I forgot. You always have tea.
It's just Starbucks.
I should remember.
Interestingly enough, since we've been in quarantine, I have hardly been getting Starbucks. This is a special occasion, although I've come to like the tea that I can buy at the store so much that I don't even really know if I care for Starbucks black tea anymore. But
that is a big step, Boone.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Boone. What's going on? How you doing?
Not much, dude. I miss you. We gotta hang out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, we are right now, but
if you're doing that Sunday meeting, let me know, man. Just text me. Let me know.
Yeah, I know awesome. We're all doing our everybody's doing their live streams right now. It's real popular, and we're gonna be starting to schedule things a little bit more with our stream, and Sundays are now going to be our official group stream days, a sort of like drop in playhouse, like come by whenever you feel like it, drop out whenever you feel like it, just like a hangout.
With special guests.
With special guests and stuff. And hopefully we'll have more mystery guests in the future after this one. I'm pretty excited about it. All right.
Mystery guest.
Mystery guest on Sunday. Sunday. All right. I'm going to add somebody else to the stream. Let's see. Are they there? They are at their camera now. I saw them run up to get on camera when they heard me saying I'm going to add somebody to the stream. Everybody, welcome. Amy is here.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Good morning. Oh my God! Look, Mel, my favorite grandma.
And I love your cup. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a left-handed mug cup because.
Oh, hooray, left-hander!
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like they design these cups so that you can see, you as the drinker, a right-handed drinker, can see the print. But mine is, see, that's like Mel's got the idea. Mine, if you hold it up in the correct hand, like it just, to you, it just looks like a plain, boring white cup.
It tastes better. It tastes better from the right hand. It tastes a lot better.
Well, I just wanted to say, welcome to Avernus Workshop. Wilfred is here all the way from France. He's one of our regulars. Love to see him here. Thomas Howard, Madeline Maggie, Brickanista's here. Awesome. We've got a lot of great people. Lil Lego Studios is here. Donnie Herbert, you got to tell us about that mug. Who are you addressing, Donnie, about the mug? Would that be
definitely that Pikachu?
One of our wonderful.
It's
C3PO.
But I actually realized when it was like this, it kind of looks like maybe
my eyes.
It's kind of like Funko Pop, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
Funko
kind of
Pop,
like if C3PO and Baby Yoda merged.
right. It don't even look like them. See, that's what. Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
I'm glad you said merge.
C3PO. You know, if C3PO had a kid, that's what it would look like. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness!
I said it. I do that sometimes.
Hey, Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa Head, how's it going?
Hi, Lisa.
So great. So I do have we have one of our guest stars waiting in the wings, and she's a regular guest here on the chat. And please welcome everybody, Holly Webster.
Holly.
Hi everyone. Hi Amy. Hi Mel.
Hey, Holly.
Good morning. Where's your mug?
And
my mug is the Brickalogget mug.
Oh, what is it?
It's a lug in Norway.
Very
nice.
fancy. Very fancy.
Very
So what's everybody? Well, first of all, actually, I want to say congratulations to Holly for her Coraline house making 10K on Lego Ideas, and now it goes to Lego for consideration, and they would be It'd be crazy not to. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I'm in the process of wrapping up, like cleaning up all my instructions and sending that off for them to evaluate, which I'm really nervous about because I'm kind of wondering like what that's going to be like for a designer to get in and start looking at my step-by-step instructions and being like, oh, she did this totally wrong.
Well, I think well, I've had to make instructions before, and it is not an easy task.
No,
it is not. Even with the generators that they have, it's still difficult.
Yeah, the first like as I'm going through it, I realize like the first few steps where you're just kind of building up the foundation are pretty like, you know, I'll figure it out as I actually build the practical build. You know, like my digital design is kind of like, it's just sort of like a little bit of structure, and then it's like, yeah, I'll figure out the rest. So now I actually have to go back in there and kind of make it legit.
We've added a lot of notes on top of the sort of automatically generated instructions that happen. And the hard thing I think always is unknowing what you already know. Like, how do you know when someone didn't build it, what's going to be hard?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm just worried about the judgment of them judging me.
Oh,
when they start like looking at
the will be silent. It's fine.
Yeah.
So here's a question for everybody. Do you have this Stranger Things set that we're putting together today? Not that you have to. I'm just curious.
I do have it. I don't have any plans of putting it together anytime soon, but I do have it.
Is it unopened in the box?
I don't know. Yeah, you may want to after today, but
yeah, it is.
Ours too.
But we'll see. I don't know.
I people to put it together.
What's that?
Yeah. Amy, what about you?
Oh yeah, I have that set. I love it.
Oh, that's very talked. Because I asked you if you would be willing to take your car apart and put it back together on the stream.
Yes, you're like, there will be a Stranger Things special guest. I'm like, who is it?
So, Holly, what about you?
Yeah, I have it. I already put mine together. It's like, let's see.
No, hey, that's okay. We're going to be building it. Nobody's required to build any the set. I'm just curious, something to ask, making conversation. You know.
Oh, look at your shirt!
Oh, that's so funny.
Things.
Here, let me show you. Let me show you something I made a long time ago. There's
Boone got a lot of cool stuff in his room.
I know. He's always got the cool stuff everywhere.
Mel, you got to work on your background there.
Yeah, you know, I'm facing the wrong way. That's all.
It was like a junky old G.I. Joe lunchbox, and I made that. And then it was like Stranger Things got huge, and now you probably can get old style lunchboxes, but. Right. And then I made this one right at the beginning of season 2.
Are those plastic or metal, Boone?
Oh, they're plastic. They're like I think they're 80s.
Those are not old school lunchboxes.
Oh,
those are mid.
Okay, mid school. Yeah, but they're old, they do have metal. They do have metal clasps.
Oh well, there you go.
That's old school.
Which was like version 2. Right?
Did you get version
old school just as a lunchbox?
No, I wanted that so bad.
Oh, nice little Lego metal lunchbox. Very cool.
Nice.
Here we have to show.
I don't know if we have.
Okay, sorry to derail. I just.
No. So Mel, do you have the Stranger Things set?
No, I don't.
Got it. And I do also. Fortunately, like if we're showing little Stranger Things stuff, I have my Barb minifigure that from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Don't forget about Barb.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna have one soon. So
yeah, that's what I understand. I've heard something like that through the grapevine. So Donnie said, not the old metal Bully Buster lunchboxes.
Oh.
True.
And they always had that thermos with the glass insert that would break.
Yeah, when we were kids, it was always the glass insert, and they finally changed them over to plastic after a while. But yeah, those glass ones. I still have some like really old vintage thermoses with like the red plaid. I should send it to you, Boone. You need a red plaid thermos.
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. I do need one of those.
And they're like all giant, and they have the the little the lid that's also a coffee cup. It's pretty awesome.
It's almost like the perfect thing to go with your Coleman cooler.
Oh yeah. I have like a collection of old Coleman coolers, and they're all like really like in crummy condition, and they're just like stuffed into my attic, and I've just always thought that like I would do something cool with them someday, but I haven't yet.
Is that going to be your bin of really cool stuff?
My bin of really cool stuff, the Coleman cooler.
Well, that's what you said. You're just going to make a bin of cool stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want it to be something.
Somebody's
to turn. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, somebody's gonna think you have like body parts hidden up in your attic.
Yeah, I wanted to turn one of them into like the plutonium case from Back to the Future,
Nice.
and have like a cooler that looks like that case, but
and then you have to put dry ice inside, so when you open it, the dry ice fog comes out.
What was the Mr. Fusion? Was that the one when the second episode or the second Back to the Future?
Yeah, that's what they used to put the
Was it called Mr. Fusion?
Mr. Fusion, yeah.
Okay.
You got it right.
Like bananas or something.
Yeah, you could just put whatever garbage in it you want, and it would like turn it into nuclear power.
Yeah.
So because we're a little bit older, like so many of like the kinds of references that a lot of our younger friends make are so different from our references. Like we were already like, upper teenagers when Back to the Future came out. But I'll tell you what I do remember is Repo Man. And I remember the trunk of the car. They would open up the trunk of the car and a big light would come out. And it was like all aliens. So that's what I think of when I see things opening.
I think I saw that one time. I think I saw that one time.
But yeah. So let's see. So why don't we? So what's everybody doing today? What's everybody's plan during the stream? What would we be doing to occupy your attention when you're not fanning over the mystery guest and answering questions?
Guys are keeping a secret locked down.
Has everyone seen Stranger Things? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Mel, you have? Wow, okay.
Yeah, I have. I watched all of them. I just never went to go get that set. Shame on me.
So since Holly's the only one that put it together, I have a question, Holly. Did you have issues where the front porch would not like stay connected?
No. My 8-year-old was like playing with it after we attached it all, and it seemed to hold up okay.
And snap it back and forth.
Yeah, I don't think we had any issues with it.
Oh, okay.
Although I did notice that one of my friends pointed out that he didn't like that it was mirrored, because technically then when you put it right side up, it's like when you put the upside down right side up, it's like technically not the right configuration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That doesn't bother me.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, everyone. So we have some features on our show, and we're using a different program to stream than usual. But we do like to keep our features on. So real quick, I'm just gonna I'm not kicking anyone out. I'm just gonna go up here real quick and share its sticker set show and tell.
Nice.
And we have today's stickers are the stickers from the Stranger Things set, of course. We've got the Stranger Things logo. We've got the lights with the letters on the wall. We have, I love the Jaws poster is awesome.
What does it say? Shark? What does it say?
And then
shark.
Barb's,
Yes.
The missing,
the wanted poster.
Yeah, the Barb wanted poster.
The missing poster.
But yeah, so anyway, I just thought I would share that for our sticker set of the day. And I want to remind everybody who's with us and on the stream, if you have a pet, at 10:45, it is Logan Cookie time. And last time we did one of these, we all, and like everybody brought their, everybody who had a dog or a pet brought their dog, and we had a group cookie time. So
Mel, do you have a dog?
What's that?
Does Mel have a dog?
I do. I got to see if she's friendly with me today.
Okay. Yeah, that's so big.
She just she's real practicing like the social distance thing. She like.
There's a D&D manual sticker says Wilfred. Oh, now I gotta look at that.
That was, they played D&D in the first episode.
Yeah, there's like a picture of a dragon. Oh, there's a Lego dragon in here.
Yeah, there's some good stickers in there.
And there's also a "Have you seen me, Will Byers" sticker. Yeah, this is great. And then of course we have all the upside down versions of the same things, but like all scary. So pretty cool. So we opened the box, and it's one of those ones that's so big that it has another box inside the box. It has these. It has the sticker sheets. And it has not one, but 2 instruction manuals that are made to look like secret files. So pretty cool little instruction booklets there.
Oh, here. So
2 tomes.
I'll ask all of you. You've put together a lot of sets. Do you think we should put together the 2 of us on the stream over the course of the week, each model individually, one thing at a time? Or should we split it up and raise the camera and do the 2 halves at the same time?
You guys should each take a half.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But so there's going to be a blood sport battle over who gets to build the upside down. So I think we're going to have to like pick it out of the hat.
Share now. Gotta share.
We'll share it when it's finished.
What side you're taking?
What was that, Holly?
I said you can trade at a certain point.
Yeah, well, that's true. We can definitely do that. You're such a mom, Holly. There you go. You can trade at a certain point.
Share, boys. Share.
I think this instruction set is one of the first ones I've seen, though, that it's like you can build pieces of it at the same time as someone else, like build together, right?
Yeah, they also did that with the Voltron set. Had like 5 different instruction booklets, each for a different lion.
One of the lions,
and it was really pretty cool.
Yeah, I built that with my family. Each one of us.
Bag 1.
It's fun that way, right, Holly?
Yeah.
Bag 1.
We're missing bag 1.
Of course, we're missing bag 1. Probably in the cardboard box of things, right? I know so now not only
in the cardboard box of things.
that's the build challenge.
Yeah, there's a build. Can you figure out what was in this box and collect it from your own stuff?
Yeah, I kind of wish I'm going to do a build too, and I wish I had like opened my bags before we went on camera. I'll mute my mic or something as I'm opening bags. So it's just.
Oh, look at that! Sorry to interrupt everybody, but real quick, I just wanted to say my mom is here in the chat. Hi,
Mom. Hi, my mom.
And
hi, Elise.
And also too, I talked to my mom yesterday. I talked her into coming on and being a guest on Mother's Day. So when we do our Sunday Mother's Day stream, my mom will be here. So that will be fun.
Are you guys gonna build? Are you gonna send her like something so she could like try to build with you? That would be cute.
We should send her. Yeah, we should send her some. We gave her the poly bag of the reindeer when that came out over Christmas. We saw them at Thanksgiving while we were filming Lego Masters. We went down and got to spend Thanksgiving with my family at a family reunion. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was nice to get out of the bubble for a few days and just hang out with, just be off the show and recollect our thoughts and then come back fresh. But then we came back fresh right immediately into a hard challenge.
Yeah, whoa. Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't think we ever got all around to what's everybody doing on the stream today.
I am right now. I'm editing a thumbnail for a video that I'm gonna premiere on Boone Builds at like the moment this stream is over. So thanks for putting up with me.
It's a lot of
so what's can you tell us what the video is about, or is this a secret?
It generally speaking, it's about monorail. So it's kind of it's been a a passion project. It's taken me way too long, and I'm sure far too few people are going to care about it. But I absolutely love it, and I think it's probably one of like the best produced pieces of content I've made in a long time. So,
that's exciting. Yeah, make sure if you're not following Boone already, and I can't imagine that you're not because everyone does. And I think most of you are here because of Boone's channel.
I have a long way to go. We all have a long way to go.
Gonna care about monorail.
What did you say, Holly?
I said I'm sure nobody's going to care about monorail. Nobody at all.
Well, it's like there's going to be some rabid fans, and then everyone else is going to be like, stop talking about monorail.
Are there going to be Ewoks
in here?
That would be the question.
Oh, you know what? I meant to put an Ewok in this video, and it didn't make it. But.
So who wants to take this one? Amy, you want to take this one?
So the Studmaster asked, how long in advance was Lego Masters filmed before it was aired? So I guess we filmed October to December of 2019, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were all home, but everyone was home by Christmas.
Yeah. That was and man, that was a hefty 6 weeks.
Yeah. That was our first Halloween that we didn't have like pumpkins and Halloween everything.
Yeah.
We just dove right into the show immediately.
Yeah, I remember Halloween night was like I think we arrived on Halloween and we went up to our hotel room and watched The Witch on my laptop. Like that was our Halloween.
I just remember there's all the Halloween decorations and then you'd been there and there's like Thanksgiving stuff. And then at the very end, we all took a picture with the Christmas tree.
So I was like, wow,
that's
definitely the change.
Yeah, that was that. I like that picture. Yeah, I like that picture.
Yeah, I don't know, that's just like a fun memory of like, oh, we've all been here this long. Because I think a lot of people didn't realize how long we were there actually filming.
Right.
So,
I did.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I just wanted to say Sam's in the chat. He's not here with us on screen, unfortunately, but he's in the chat. Sam is here. Everyone say hi.
Hi, Wildflower.
And Jake Sadovich is here. Wow. The stars are out tonight.
What's going on, my man?
The stars are out tonight. And it's only going to get starrier as time goes by. All right, let's see. So I can take that off now. It's, this is so interesting running this as compared to our regular stream. Like there's so much to pay attention to. It's like the man behind the curtain. So, whoops. But actually, our special guest should be arriving very soon. So I hope everybody's ready. Just in case any of you are keeping along with your TrickyBricks live stream bingo, here is your bowl of parts. Your bowl of parts is here. And I think we already hit a family member enters the stream happened. Lego Masters guests, that happened. So yeah, somebody might get close to. Have you disapproved of anything yet?
No, I haven't disapproved of anything, but Richard had to leave. I had to leave for a minute.
But only for a minute. You didn't have to leave because of work. That was
Mel, look. All right, Mel, look.
You know those don't count, Amy, right? You know those don't count, right? That's all right. All right. Have your fun. I'm gonna get you.
So Mel and I had like a running toll, like during lunch when we would be on set and we weren't allowed to talk or something like that. I would just be like filming and putting like the filters on Mel with like the bunny ears. So we had this silent running toll of pictures.
Yeah, I had to download and pay for an app just to troll you. So that's all right.
Yes.
After I finish this video, I'm gonna get you.
So it's funny because it actually picks up the filters, or it picks up on the stream. So he was live streaming the other day, and I took a picture, and it put bunny ears on him. I'm sorry, Mel.
So right.
I won't be doing that to anyone. Don't worry.
It's okay.
So Minifig Chick is asking about the bingo card. It is on Facebook, but we're giving it a graphical treatment, and then I'm going to post it up I'll post it in our YouTube community page. But somebody made it. So Moto made it, actually, a pretty hilarious TrickyBricks bingo card that includes the things that happen fairly often, if not always, on our stream.
Did anyone have bingo yet?
It was pretty hilarious. Not only in, it was hilarious to us because, and Boone, I know, and Mel, you know from doing live streams that you don't realize when people watch you all the time, you don't know the things that you do all the time, right? Like the things that you say or the phrases or the stuff that happens, you just don't notice it. And then you get somebody else's perspective and it's pretty hilarious.
Oh, I think we need a Boone bingo card.
Get you, Amy.
Sure. I can't imagine what.
War.
I'm sure I have so many little idiosyncrasies that I don't know about, but.
Oh man.
Okay, so
I don't know what they would be.
Now this is pretty general, but let's see. Did you guys enjoy Lego Masters?
Oh,
I enjoyed some of them. I enjoyed Flynn and Richard and Mel and Amy. Have I misinterpreted the question? I enjoyed Mark. I enjoyed Amy and Tyler. Oh, now see if I stop anywhere, it seems like I'm leaving.
Sam's in the chat. He likes Sam.
I like Sam. Oh, I mean, I enjoyed Sam. That's the question.
Oh, right.
Oh, the experience, the show, the competition. Sorry.
The lack of sleep.
I guess I would say that I enjoyed it, and it was incredibly hard.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy sea kayaking, and I was terrified of drowning. It was kind of like that.
Okay.
We're trying to get people to be on season 2 here.
No, it was awesome. It was the biggest adventure of my entire life, and it was sometimes really hard too.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying it was difficult at times.
Yeah,
but making mocks is difficult at times. So,
I think some of my favorites were like actually getting to know y'all and hear stories, and then I just remember, Boone, when you said your daughters went to go see Frozen and they dressed up and we saw pictures. And then when they were there and we all got to go milkshake and I don't know, it was neat just to finally meet them because we already see stories. So that was people's families. I'm like, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an unreal, unbelievable experience. I had an absolute blast. I missed my family terribly, but and we were exhausted, and it was grueling, and yeah, I don't, people ask us the questions all the time about did you actually build for 24 hours straight, or did you actually build for 15 hours straight? And we have to say well, the camera crew, what I usually say, the camera crew,
they're union.
They get breaks. They're union. They get a break. Yeah. We took breaks. We took breaks when they did. But on the flip side of that, I want to say every day felt like we were building for 15 hours straight. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. But it was a blast. It was awesome and hilarious and exhausting, and I loved every person that I built a relationship with while doing that competition. Same. And I would definitely do it again. Maybe not right away, but
yeah. Okay, everyone. I hate to interrupt, but our special mystery guest has arrived.
Goodness.
The time has come, everyone. I hope you're ready.
Is it? I think I know who it is, but I'm not.
I do too. I'm curious. I want to know.
I'm ready to surprise. I'm ready.
It's 11. I'm kidding.
Oh.
No, we're not. We are. Yeah. Okay. But I think this is just as good or better, if you ask me. Please, everybody, welcome to our stream. Justin.
It is 11. It is 11.
Hey, hello.
How's it going, Justin?
I don't know if you can hear me. Is the sound good here or at your end?
It's good enough.
But you're good.
I'm not a pro YouTuber like you guys, so apologies. Working on the Lego Masters and Holly. So hello.
This is awesome. So everybody,
this is
Justin. In case you don't know, and I don't know how you would not, but Justin is a senior designer at Lego, and he was the senior model designer on the Stranger Things set. So this is an awesome. This is just like such an awesome. And look at all these people on the screen at the same time. Is making me super happy right now.
Right.
So Justin, I was checking out your on Brickset. You have a page that shows all of your the sets that you've designed. And if I did my homework right, this was June 2019. And this is your 21st set that you worked on. Is that correct?
Yeah, you probably know better than I do. Yeah,
Well, so this is from your notes, so I'm assuming it is definitely. It's correct.
Thank you for doing your homework. And,
yeah, and absolutely. And some of the other amazing sets that Justin has worked on. The San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Captain Marvel set, which I am the proud owner of one of. Very exciting. Welcome to Apocalypseburg, which is an incredible set.
That's my favorite.
It's a great one. And then my personal favorite, my holy grail that I hope to one day get my hands on, the Hogwarts castle. That like massive Hogwarts castle that's actually like kind of micro scale, but not. Is it what scale exactly is that?
Micro scale, let's say or trophy fig scale, if you want to call it that. So it's the little figures in the Saturn 5, or we've done for trophies for the collectible media because it's that scale. So ish. I mean, of course, with some Lego magic involved, but yeah.
Of course.
And those custom figures are awesome.
Yeah, and all the little custom those little trophy figures are great. So great. So and that's only just a few. Like I chose the biggest thing. I have it on a little card because we do things old school around here.
We're gonna discuss Justin's shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, I like.
Actually, we could have a whole live stream just about Justin's shirt.
Exactly. Yeah, different one for each live show. Yeah. No.
Justin. You have worn a different one on every live stream so far.
I think so, yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
It's showing that the washing is running out. That's the problem. So, like, really full. So, someone are trying to struggle here. But yeah, no, it's the shirt that 11 wears in season 3. In the back of my wardrobe. I actually got it when I came to see you guys. So when you were auditioning. So I don't know if you want to put some words towards that. So yeah, I headed over to LA to be part of the audition process for Lego Masters USA. So when I got a bit of downtime, I ran straight to the theme park, picked the shirt up, and did the horror park for the Universal Horror Night. So that was great.
Oh, awesome! So fun.
Yeah.
Justin, I've always wondered what was your role there?
In life, yeah. What?
No. That at that weekend, what was your role at the casting finals?
Yeah, so I've been involved with Lego Masters pretty much from the beginning. Sort of like I helped out with the challenges and helped out with challenge creation. Also helped out with the auditions. So I've worked on the US show, the UK show, the Belgium and Netherlands show that's airing at the moment, and Germany as well. I'm trying to think where else we've got them going on at the moment. There's so many Lego Master series going on, and then the US. So helped out with the auditions and the casting. So got called along to help interview you guys, but also was doing a lot of background research before. So like looking at all the casting tapes and helping shortlist this amazing bunch.
So I remember seeing you like walk around a corner, and I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't know if I can talk to him or not. And then I didn't.
Awesome. It's crazy for me because obviously, I'm coming in as a Lego fan as well. So to see just a bunch of builders, and obviously I have to keep my distance. It was very hard for me because I was like, let's just talk Lego and stuff, and seeing so many talented people in over the weekend, right? There were so many contestants there, or so many auditionees, should I say, that it was just like one big con that I was sort of part of, but wasn't. And it was just like, it's a fly on the wall. Just crazy. It was super, super fun. And I hope you guys didn't find it too stressful.
It was awesome. I remember, I think, I was just thinking about this morning because I've got this Randy's Donuts box sitting over here, and it was like on day. So we built on Friday, and I know Mel and Jermaine, y'all built on Friday with us, right?
Yeah, we was right across the way from you.
So then we had all of our, our psych and background. Maybe I'm saying too much, but anyway, we had other meetings on Saturday, and people are stressed out. People are like staying up late, filling out their stuff, waking up early, like going over things. And Mark and I are like, we're gonna Uber to Randy's Donuts. Who wants to come? And nobody went with us.
What?
And then
me, there I was sat in my hotel room.
Oh
no, I was living the life in LA.
That's awesome. I want to pause real quick here, Holly. I'm gonna send you to the green room real quick so we can bring somebody else on and just hang out. You'll be back shortly.
I'll be opening back.
You could. Do you want to send me? Because I could take a couple minutes to set up my thing.
We'll get how about in a second?
Okay.
I have to trade 2 people out, but give me just a second. So bye, Holly, and I want to welcome to the stream. It is Aaron.
Hey!
What's going on, man?
Awesome.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. I completely am here on a lark. I'm really grateful to Flynn and Richard for making some space for me. It's good to see you all. I was just in the middle of some Lego photos, and I was like, I think they're on right now, and here we are.
I gotta say,
So long.
I was just gonna say your hair is looking very floppity. You're looking very.
I really need a barber, and it's hard to come by in these troubled times. Yeah, I missed the days of the show. They would cut our hair like every 4 or 5 days. That's what I need,
man. Yeah, man. I know, man.
That's why I was saying my roots. I was like, I look like Fraggle Rock at this point. It's like,
oh my word.
Yeah,
Thank you, Shane. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, actually, can I take a second to talk about this, Flynn and Richard? Or everyone?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. So for those of you who are not aware yet, I've partnered with Habitat for Humanity, which is a fantastic charity that provides affordable, safe, decent housing for people. In this crisis, obviously we all have to follow stay-at-home orders, and you can't really stay at home unless you have a home. So I think their work is incredibly important. I've started a fundraiser with them. We're working together to do the hashtag Stay Home, Build a Home challenge. The way that works, essentially, is you can, before May 1st, which is when I've decided to close out donations, you can build a house out of anything. Obviously, we all would want to do Lego because that's just our favorite medium. And of course, please donate to my fundraising page. I think I can probably find a way to put that into the chat, or someone can, because this is a really important cause. I'd love to see all your houses. At the end of the challenge, I'm going to be picking my 5 favorites and sharing those with everybody. So definitely build something. Definitely donate to this awesome cause. Yeah, I just think it's really important to support everyone, support the world in this this troubled time.
That's awesome, Aaron. Cool, Aaron. Did I get that right? Is that the right hashtag there?
Hashtag Stay Home, Build a Home. Yes, that's exactly right.
Very good.
Absolutely.
Very good.
If I don't know, I can't access the YouTube chat right now, but if someone can put in there, aaronbrickdesigner.com/stayhome. That's the URL to send people to for giving. Okay, and also, I forgot to mention, if you give, I actually have some fun little donor prizes I'm giving out. Donations of $5 or more, you get a shout out from me on YouTube. Donation of $20 or more, I'm going to send you a handwritten postcard thanking you. And a donation of $100 or more, you would get a personalized video message. So obviously, give from your hearts, but also give for yourself. So that's what I'll say about that.
That's awesome, Aaron. Thank you so much. That's great.
Good work.
Yeah.
Good job, Aaron. And I love your house. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I had a really fun time designing that one. There's more house builds to come in the future. I've got such a backlog of content. I'm trying to edit all the photos, write the blog entries, and you'll be seeing a lot more of things in the future.
Awesome. Well, hang on. So I've got another person here in the green room. Boone, do you need to go work on your thing for a minute?
I'm happy to go to the green room for a few minutes so I can wrap up my thing, and then when I come back, whenever you want me to come back, I can.
I'm going to be off in 15.
Really attentive.
Less than 15.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Boone.
Well,
We'll see you again in a few minutes.
Yeah, come
Cool.
back.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, I have got live from the road, as he is wont to do. We have...
Yeah! There's Corey.
What's up, everybody?
Howdy.
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
It's going.
How you doing, Corey? You making your deliveries today?
Yes, I am. To a family of 6. So I'm dropping off some groceries for them. Doing much better today than I was these last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
The COVID has hit my family directly.
Oh no.
So my mom, she's a nurse. She's a healthcare nurse at a nursing home and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she was under the weather a couple of days, but it's my mom. She's like super strong, so it was like she really didn't think nothing of it. But then she said, let me take this serious. Like the next day, she went to the doctors. Then they said, doesn't look like anything now. Then a week later, she went back. Then they tested her, so she came back COVID positive with a mild case. So she was in the hospital for the last 2 days, like Friday. She came out today. They said her breathing is much better. Her temperature is stable. And they said, because it's mild and she just had like a spike, they want to send her home because, she's doing much better and, we can take care of her at home as long as we know what we need to do. So a little bit after this, I'm probably going to swing over there, make sure that she has all that she needs as far as just home remedies that she usually do, food and all that stuff. So, yeah. So she's doing better. She's doing much better. And because of that, we're doing much better.
That's so good. You got such better news.
Yeah, I'm pleased. All of our well wishes and love to your mom, Corey.
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course you and Travis and the rest of the family too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Well, I'm so glad you called in. Like on the building chat, we recognize that there's really serious stuff going on, and we have tried very hard to give people a safe place to come and hang out, and build Lego and just take joy in that. And I'm so glad that you took the time, in the midst of your very busy day to come hang out with us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, Corey.
I always make sure I have some type of Lego close by.
Yeah.
So that I'm always in the loop.
Oh, so, from what I read, a soon to be defunct piece of Lego, if I'm not incorrect.
Oh, Justin.
I saw Justin swallow really hard. It's a golf point.
I just drank my drink, apologies.
Yeah.
Speedy recovery to your mum, Corey. So.
Very cool.
See, I was wondering, Justin, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but does anyone I do kind of. Does anyone have any questions for Justin about the Stranger Things set or anything that he's done?
I do.
Oh, go
ahead, Aaron.
Obviously, the set is the two halves that are like one's upside down, one's the other. Like, did you go into the product inception idea being like, I'm going to literally make it upside down, or did that just come in this epiphanous moment to you guys on the design team?
No, it all came in an odd way, in the fact that Big Mr. Jamie, obviously who you all know and love, he was my creative lead, so he was sort of the main boss for this project, and he assembled a crack team of all the best designers. So yeah, 300 designers gathered in this small little room. And we decided to flesh out what the Stranger Things products might actually be. And so originally, spoiler alert, if you've seen the show, you'll know that on the first series, people pass through the walls, vertically or horizontally? Let's say horizontally. And it's very much like a linear thing, but obviously the name Upside Down is sort of, very present in the show. So we're like, can we make the Lego set upside down? So originally we thought, what if, you can actually build upside down, but then that doesn't get very fun when you're building a Lego model for like 11 hours straight building it. So the idea came about that we make the two halves of the houses, and then much like the kids in the show, you can sort of work as a team to get the job done. And then sort of sandwich and the trees held it in place. So that sounds a lot quicker than it actually was. I mean,
absolutely.
And yeah, it was very fun to be a part of. It was a challenge, but it was good. It was a good challenge.
So were there lots of experimental versions of how you might do that? Like, I think the trees are such an innovative way to support the model either way. Was that, did that come through a complicated process?
No, absolutely. And it's the same with any Lego model. It doesn't just turn up. It has to go through a lot of different iterations and just, sketches and just playing around. So originally I wanted it to be on a display stand. It'd be held up by 2 pins at the back of the chimney. But then when I gave it to a marketeer to just try and present at a meeting that we had, they couldn't get it right and they couldn't place it, and it just became really, really awkward. And obviously you're holding this big Lego model and then just trying to position it on these 2 spindly, didn't work. So I was like, okay, right, maybe I extend the chimneys. So the chimneys at the back would come down. And then I was like, it looks more like a Victorian sort of work factory than the buyer's house. So that was scrapped. Then there was 4 trees, and then I was like, it's getting a bit heavy. And that's the beauty of obviously working in the Lego design offices, is we're surrounded by so many talented Lego designers. So I had the fellow designer and friend Mike Psyche. He was like, I'm sure you could just do this with 2 trees and just balance them in the middle. So it took a lot of iterations where I build 1 copy and the trees will be 1 stud forward and then 2 studs back, and just playing around just until we got the right sweet spot. And that's how it came about. So it's a lot of trial and error and a lot of building and a lot of fun, of course. It was good fun.
And if I could just ask one follow-up on that, what percentage of that was digital and what percentage was assembling bricks?
So, I mean, every Lego designer builds differently. Some like to just do pen and paper. Some like to work on the computer. I'm very old school in that term, where I need to just pull the bricks out onto the floor, get on my hands and knees and just start building.
I'm the same.
So it just need that tactile feel. I need that instant gratification that you're building something in your hands and you see that it works. And also, I'm as I said, like a big Lego fan, so I like to just keep everything. So my desk is just filled with all these copies of, be it Stranger Things or the Hogwarts Castle or Apocalypseburg or whatever it be. And I'm a massive hoarder. So literally wherever there's a secret space in the office that no one's discovered, this is an insider tip here, right? Wherever there's like a secret drawer or a cupboard or like a cubby hole up in the roof, there's a model that I've designed that I've shoved in later. I like to just build physically. But at one point you do need to put it into the computer, of course. And that's when it takes shape. But it's different now with obviously everyone being at home and having not the access that we need to all these bricks. I mean, I've got a substantial collection here, but it's not everything that I would like. Just having to rewire my brain to build digitally it's been quite difficult for myself and my girlfriend, who is also a Lego designer living in this house. That we have to build digitally, which is fun. It's been a good new task.
I was wondering about that with the stay at home, how you guys were actually doing your design. So I guess it's mostly on the computer then?
And also if we have bricks, that's how we're doing it. So I've been doing a lot of these live streams for the Let's Build Together campaign that Lego's doing, which is obviously fantastic. And feel free to look on the Facebook page to revisit them. So I've just been grabbing whatever I have to hand and just taking parts of like Ninjago City and what if this turret came out of Hogwarts? So you'll see in like 3-4 years, all the Lego sets that come out, they'll have been made in people's dining rooms or kitchens, like bits from wherever we've whatever.
Right.
That's so funny.
Suspicious resemblance to previous sets in that one.
Yeah, maybe.
So I think I read something at some point about the Hogwarts Castle. The number of pieces in that references to something important.
Yes, so 6020 is the number you've got to remember. It's always engraved in your head. 6,020 pieces for the Hogwarts Castle, because not only did that tip me over the point to get it to the second biggest set, I think at the time, maybe it was Ninjago City or Taj Mahal was second. I had to beat that. That was the aim. But also I have three classic sets that I always promote when I do inside tours. So a tour where you go behind the scenes and meet Lego designers and get to see the inner workings of the Lego group. And I always mention there's these three main sets. And one of them is the Magic Shop, which the set number is 6020. So it's very, coincidental that the Lego set ended on that number. And it's funny, when I first built the castle, it ended on 6023. And I was like, oh my goodness, sorry, I'm going to have to
That's so awesome.
out these 3 bricks. And it's literally counting them manually and going, right, okay, this is the number that we're going to get to, just to be like sure. So. Yeah, good spot. There's plenty of Easter eggs that are hidden in Lego.
I know, I love all the Easter eggs.
We all live for the Easter eggs. That's why we're here.
So
we're taking a picture, by the way, so everyone. Hey, at least I gave you a warning this time, Mel. You also like what I did with the Lego dots.
Oh my gosh, Amy, that's so
pretty
cool.
cool.
Isn't it cute?
I love that. That's beautiful.
It's the quarantine life, like you said, using what you have.
That's right.
Right, exactly. I keep digging into all of my collections, including hobbies that were sidelined for Lego, to see what trouble I can get in the house. But Justin, we wanted to take a step back for a second.
We did? Oh, I just wanted to make sure. So this is the hashtag, yes, let's build together.
Yes, yeah, correct. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because you've been doing live streams too, right? You and another designer.
Yeah, so myself and Gemma, so my partner who lives with me, we've been building rainbows because obviously everyone's been seeing rainbows as a sign of hope on people's windows and stuff. So yeah, we did the rainbow build maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know, all the weeks blend into one. And yeah, last week I built castles. So literally, yeah, each week we'll try and get a new theme, and then new designers will help out. So one of the designers, Wes and his wife Lily, they built, I think, flowers and also dragons, maybe. They've done some building tasks, and yeah, Lego will post stuff on the Instagram page or the Facebook page of different building tasks. I mean, there's, I think, a daily challenge that we're saying, oh, now you need to build a castle, or now you need to build a rainbow. So yeah, the main aim is just to get people involved. If you build any creations, obviously I saw that you built your little gold castle yesterday, maybe. Yep. So put the hashtag on it, let's build together, and just inspire everyone. I mean, obviously these are super times for everyone. So yeah, the more we can make that easier for forever, be that through Lego Masters or just building at home or just sharing, or the stream, right? Is just, keep everyone's spirits up. And I think that's absolutely fantastic that we can do this. So yeah, hashtag let's build together and get involved.
Awesome. Hooray. How fun. So back to the, I do have a question about like hidden, clever, funny jokes in sets. So whose idea was it to put the minifigure of 11 in the 11th bag?
Yes, I will give props to that. That's hilarious.
Full credit then. No, yeah, we have the decision of what bags go where and which figures go into which bag. And a lot of the times when we build sets, we want to take the builder on a journey, right? So with Hogwarts Castle, the first thing you build are the boats, going up to the gatehouse or the boathouse in Hogwarts, and then you go up the stairs, and then you go into the Great Hall, and you're welcomed by the Sorting Hat. And so you take the builder on this journey, and that's why the figures come in at certain points. So it's very much the same with Stranger Things. Is obviously you start off with Hopper in his truck, and he's looking for Will. He's looking for the missing kid. So he's searching around. He goes and sees Joyce. He asks, "Oh, Joyce, where's Will?" And then the story unfolds. Then when you get to the upside down part of the set, so I think it's in bag 7 maybe. I haven't built this in a long time, so apologies if the number's wrong. You discover Will, but he's being chased by the Demogorgon, and then 11 comes to save the day in the 11th bag. So again, coincidence that there are 11 bags, and somehow I made that work, right? But yeah, it's these fun little Easter eggs and nods that we can sneak in, and some people will just completely overlook it, and that's fine. But for those diehard fans that spot it, thank you so much. And yeah, we hope it brings a little smile to you.
Yeah, I think the first person who figured that out, like, posted it on the internet like 3 seconds after they opened the bag, and then it like turned into a whole thing.
Yeah. I want to thank Justin so much for all your awesome tips. Thanks for answering my little question. I have to head out, everybody, so it was really great to see you all.
All right, Aaron.
Bye, Aaron. Stay home, build a home challenge. Donate to the fundraiser. Do what you can to help, and I'll see you soon.
All right.
See you, Aaron. Bye.
Take care.
Bye, Aaron. Flynn,
Okay, so,
I have no idea how long ago you brought me back onto the stream.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So, but I got to tell you, so of course, we are all so excited that Justin is here, and
you guys are here. This is amazing. Get the old gang back together.
We have people to do on our show, and our regular 12:45 or 10:45 feature is Logan Cookie Time, where we give cookies to our dog.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody is already like freaking out in the chat that we haven't done Logan Cookie Time. So it's going to be.
Oh, it is 15 minutes late, isn't it?
If you have a pet that you want to bring and give a cookie to during Logan Cookie Time, you may
start to give them a cookie.
Hey, I gotta step out, fellas and ladies. I gotta.
No, thank you, Mel, so much.
Bye,
Mel.
Y'all take
Bye,
care.
Mel.
Be safe. Don't get out. Don't go out there. Don't be
Thank
like
you,
me.
Mel. Yeah, you too, Mel. We'll see you later, Mel.
Bye, Mel.
Bye.
Bye.
Here she comes.
Okay, so get Logan. Everybody, it's time for Logan Cookie Time. I know this is like and we usually have a little animation, but we don't have it in this particular program. But we have the
I want to like a dog puppet to bring out during this segment.
I have to tell you, so in all my work calls, my dog snores, so everyone says he looks like this mini thing. From the job he kind of does. He's like,
hi, Skittles.
Hi, Skittles.
wait, Andy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's Skittles. Hi, Skittles.
All right.
Okay, last one. There you go.
All right.
That was Logan Cookie Time.
Logan Cookie Time. It's a tradition.
And a comment that says Boone should sing a Logan Cookie Time jingle. So Boone, either way, right?
I think
It's like what's that from the old 101 Dalmatians? You know, when all the dogs are watching the commercial and it's like something crunchies, like canine crunchies.
Canine crunchies.
It's Logan. So what's it called? It's Logan what?
Cookie Time. So
it's Logan Cookie Time. Yum yum, ruff ruff. Yum yum, ruff ruff. Logan Cookie Time.
You heard it here first, folks.
Something like that.
The voice is perfect.
Oh no, this is actually, I think this is my favorite.
Here we go. We're snacking with dogs now. What's that? Thanks to whoever that was. I missed the name.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Well, how fun that we just get to come together and hang out together like this. And Justin, I just can't. I'm still like my inner. Okay, so we were talking about the audition stuff, and we're not really supposed to talk too much about it.
Detail.
But I have to say, I have a super embarrassing story, and because it's not because it's our show, I don't care. I'll be embarrassing on my own show. I don't care, whatever. Now Justin knows. I know he knows what I'm going to talk about here because it was super embarrassing for me to the point where I actually sent him a message later down the line because I was so mortified. So we're in the room.
No, take that.
Building
in the build room,
and Justin's walking around, and I'm like, I keep going, God, I know I've seen that guy. And I will say too, in my own defense, we haven't been doing Lego for a super long time, and I was not at the time super checked in and in touch with all, like, you know, who the designers were and who the superstars were and all that business. I just didn't know. So anyway, Justin comes by and I'm like, hey, I've seen you before. You're that guy that does those videos. Okay, first of all, could it be more vague? And he was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I've seen him. I work at Brothers Brick, and I've seen the videos before and up in our room. He says, oh wow, I didn't know I was in the same room with somebody from Brothers Brick. And I was like, oh no, it's really I just write some articles there, but I know I've seen you. And he's like, okay, and then he like leaves. And then later on in the day, like it hit me who he was, and I was like, oh my God, that was the most embarrassing. And when I said I work with the Brothers Brick, I didn't mean it in kind of anything like, hey, I work with the Brothers Brick. But it sort of, to me, in my brain came across like that. So I had to email just and be like, I'm so sorry. I was, like, acting like I was somebody, and I'm here talking to a senior Lego designer like a dummy.
Oh, so you're welcome to me. That's so apology accepted. I mean, yeah, well, don't apologize, because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy who makes toys for kids. So yeah, we're all in the same boat together. We're just trying to inspire the builders of tomorrow, right? And having a good time doing it. But don't apologize that you don't know who I am, because I don't know.
I didn't know who you were. I was like, dude, that guy has an awesome shirt. And then you were like, my mom made it, and I was like, what? That's really cool.
Yeah, no.
that's like the one thing I remember. I was like, man, I used to think that when I moved out, I'm like, why did I ever leave? Like, I'm like my parents cooked, and my dad makes me a grilled cheese. I'm like, you want my mom to make me shirts?
Well, no, so luckily I don't live with my parents anymore, but they still look after me by making my outfits for them.
Oh, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like they do all these amazing things.
Well, and it's a good thing too, because I get pretty easily starstruck, pretty easily. And I wish I was a little more excited, like Boone is excited when he sees people, because so here's a little behind the scenes story. We were building. It was the bridge challenge, and we were used to people coming, walking up, and talking to us.
Lots of different
people all day long. So we're building the bridge challenge, and this guy comes over, and he's like unshaven. He's got like one of the puffy vest things on, and there's like his cup of coffee, and there's like a little girl, and I was, and I'm sitting there, and he's talking to me, and I've gotten used to not looking up when, like, I just kind of keep, especially if I'm not exactly sure who it is, I just go, and then I look up, and who was it, Boone?
What?
Who was?
I should say first that I didn't recognize him, and I thought, who is this producer who's not really asking us?
Hanging out. Okay, so who was it?
Jason Bateman.
Okay, so Jason. So, and I'm over here, and I'm one of those people that, like, if I see a celebrity, I just like too embarrassed to talk to them, and I'm like, okay, probably people freak out over them all the time, so I'm just gonna like play it cool. So he's there, and I should say Boone and Mark are working at the table right next to us, and I looked up and I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm just gonna play it cool. I'm like, yeah, we're doing, like, we bantered a little bit about bridges, and blah 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 blah, and then he goes to walk on, and he goes over to Boone and Mark's table. I'm working, and all of a sudden I just hear, oh my god! Like, Boone, like,
and it was exactly that thing where, like, there's so many producers walking around the whole time, and they, there's a handful of guys on the production that kind of look similar, and so this is just like a guy with kind of a scruffy face and like a coffee in his hand, like walks up with Will, like during our build, and I'm building furiously. It's the bridge challenge. I'm building laying down bricks faster than I ever have in my life, and I look up and I see a guy, and I'm like, oh, who? And then I'm like, oh my god, it's Jason Bateman. And then I was like, and then I had to do that thing where, like, I like tried to compose myself so that I could have like a semi-reasonable interaction with this human being. And I was like, so then I was like talking, like super like calm. It's like, thank you for coming, Jason. We really appreciate you stopping by to check out our builds.
So cool.
That's really cool. I like the comment where it says celebrities should be required to break through a foam wall to visit the set. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
one of my favorite parts of the series. Obviously, the builds are amazing, contestants were brilliant, and Brickmaster Amy and Jamie did a sterling job as well as Will on that. But my goodness, when Terry Crews came through that wall, I was like, yes, this is amazing.
That's a piece of the wall.
Yeah, Boone, you put that up again. Here is the actual piece of the foam wall, broken by actual Terry Crews himself.
And there, I think I'm a bit of a hoarder by storing all these random things. And you've got a part of the set. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've got like a whole little. in my mind, like someday someone's gonna care about like my little drawer full of like, it's gonna be like a miniature museum of like season 1 stuff, and that's the best one. Everything else is crap. But like I have this is me and Mark's like wardrobe papers.
Oh right.
I saved those, and then on the night, this one's really special to me actually. This one's not crap, but on the night that Flynn and Richard left, Flynn and I sang a song together, but I couldn't remember the words to the song, so I had to write them on this piece of paper, and I saved them. I saved the paper, and then I've got one of those wooden figures that the wooden minifigures, and everybody from the cast or all the competitors. What do we say? All the competitors and the Brickmasters and Will and Ricardo all signed it. So that figure, that wooden figure, will be one of my, cherished items for my lifetime. But anyway,
I kept some. I think it was like the second episode when we blew stuff up, and I was wearing a hood, so like they were like a pack mule, and I had some of the bricks that we blew up, and I kept those. Like, yeah. I mean, I have a pink charred brick that we blew up with dynamite. That's like pretty cool.
Oh my god, that's cool. It's hand as well. You're like, oh, I've just got this old thing here, right?
I remember at our exit interview when our like producer was like asking, they were like, well, what are you taking away from this show? And I'm like, oh, well, I took these bricks from the brick. And they were like, no, we mean like not literally, but
that would have been my answer too.
Yeah. I'm like, well, they said we could take the ones that we blew up with dynamite. They weren't going to put them back.
Yeah.
You got a pocket full of jelly beans.
No, we ate those. We discarded them.
I saved a green charred brick. We have a couple of these like tags from that they put on our clothes that we brought from home, as wardrobe. And those things, the name tags that were on the front of our cubby holes that we put our phones in and all that.
I know when you said you had your and Mark's wardrobe thing, I thought it was just going to be like 2 pages, one with your name, and then you open the other one and it just said plaid, like written in Sharpie.
Yeah. No, there's actual photographs. I mean, they all look pretty much the same, but.
I remember being really impressed by your shoe collection.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time for me to tell you to segue from shoes to another story about someone famous I met. Okay. Are you ready for this? So it was about a year ago, just a little over a year ago, and I'm on my way to Denmark, I'm like trying to prepare myself as best I can. I'll be a little bit vague about what the trip was for, but I'm doing the best I can to like prepare myself for what this trip might be like, right? And so I ended up like getting a VPN so that I could watch documentaries that like aren't available in the United States, and one of them had 3 stories, and one was like about one of the stories was a magazine, the other story was some like I think one of the Lego Ideas designers, and then the third story was this guy, and they followed him through the process of getting a job to be a product designer with Lego. And it was Justin Ramsden. And so watching that documentary was like my introduction to Justin. We had talked in like some live streams and stuff like that. So I knew who Justin, I knew who you were, but it was like, I feel like I really grew to like know you through that documentary in a weird way. And then I also, for the trip, I wanted to get myself a new pair of shoes. So I went to the Nike employee store here in Portland, and I bought myself these like really awesome. I think they're LeBrons, and they're sort of a color scheme that's inspired by like Woody from Toy Story. And the thing was, is I watched this documentary with my wife and with some friends, and so like some of the non-AFOL people in my life who are close to me were like learning like who Jamie Berard is, who Justin Ramsden are, who, some of these other names, and so I'm literally in the Nike store, and I take a picture of these shoes that I'm gonna buy, and I post it on my Instagram. And I go up and I pay for the shoes, and I get out to the car, and Justin Ramsden has like heart eye emoji like 3 times on my shoe picture, and I'm texting Danny, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Justin Ramsden just put emojis on my shoe picture. And then I fly, like 2 days later, I fly to Denmark, and I get off the plane in Billund, and I collect my luggage, and I'm walking out, and I'm like taking a picture of this Lego thing that's hanging from the ceiling in the airport, and I hear someone say, Boone, is that you? And I look, and I'm like, oh, Justin, how are you? and inside I'm like, oh my God, it's Justin Ramsden. But anyway, and the rest is history. And we've been history.
And now here we are live streaming. Oh, and guess what, everybody? We have another guest in the green room who's going to be joining us. Another Lego master. It is, my friends. Please welcome Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Hello.
Look at all the art.
My audio is terrible, so I'm only going to stay a minute to say hi, because StreamYard, for some reason, always makes me choppy, so I don't know what it is.
Oh, Mark said that too.
Yeah,
Mark has a similar issue. I think
that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think that StreamYard has a lot of things that it does well, and the one thing that it doesn't do well is like work well for everybody. Varying levels of connectivity.
Yeah.
Zoom and Skype really have that dialed in. They work for everybody, but.
And Holly, real quick, I'm going to put you in the green room, and I'll have you back on when Sam goes. We'll be right back. And I wanted to welcome to the stream. It's Moto, everyone.
Moto.
Hi. Hi, Boone.
Hi, Moto.
Hi, Samuel. I'm good.
Moto, do you know Justin Ramsden?
I don't, and I've only watched, like you, I've watched the documentary about him going through his experience to become a Lego designer, with the little bits on the shore all the way to the big beyond, and I'm kind of freaked out too. I'm like, oh my God, it's a Lego designer. It's good to meet you. Yeah.
So I want to point out, Moto, do you want to show your? I know we've seen it before, but I know there's new people who maybe haven't seen it yet. You want to show us what you're working on?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that one? Sure.
Show us anything you're working on.
I'm making an engine out of one of the Trolls pods here.
Oh,
it's so rad.
Moto, you're amazing. Wow.
But yesterday, let's see what I do. Oh no, Friday evening, when I first got the Lego Troll pods, I had to do a little creepy.
Yeah,
and it's so good.
You took a beautiful photo of it too.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
It makes me think of War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, yeah.
I love the wings.
Like an old school.
Yeah, it looks like a little phage or something that's going to attach down or drill you out. I don't know. That's fun.
Ooh, I have a question to ask Justin. Do you have a collection of colors, like some of your favorite colors?
What's my favorite color?
Of the bricks?
322, so medium azure. So the color code 322.
That's Richard's favorite color.
It's sort of my trademark in a way. As Lego designers, we can sneak in fun colors as sort of placeholder bricks or filler bricks. So when you're building like the Death Star and it's all in grey, and you'll see like a pink brick, then that's normally the designer's either trademark color or like an Easter egg. Like we have a Scottish designer, he always puts blue and white stacked together. And Marcus, he always does the Portuguese flag. So in the Simpsons house, I think there's either the paint pots in the garage or maybe in the Quickie Mart, and they're in the Portuguese flag color. So yeah, mine's 3T2 medium zo, which I think is the background of this stream as well.
It is. Yeah, it is.
So that's really episode.
Real quick, we got another Lego Master in the green room. Everybody, please welcome to the stream, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
And Crystal's dad. Hi, Crystal.
Aww.
And your dog. What's your dog's name, Crystal?
Stanley.
Of course it is.
Crystal,
I
know. Indy's on the floor.
There. Yeah. Here, I'll scoot this way.
There we go.
My dad wants to say hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
I was hoping Jessica would be here too.
Crystal, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
He brought pizza.
What?
I have some of your leftover from a few weeks ago. I put it in the freezer.
Hey, Justin.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, I just told him that embarrassing story. I was like, oh yeah, we didn't know who you were. And we're like, we like your shirt.
Oh yeah, that's very Stranger Things.
Actually, Justin, I had a question for you. So I think for Brickmasters, Amy and Jamie, they're designers who weren't accustomed to being on television. And so the whole notion of celebrity for them must have been new. I mean, what's that like for you? Like related to like design is a pretty quiet process, isn't it?
I mean, they're way more celebrity than I am. I mean, I'm very, I'm below Z-list, right? I don't even know where to begin. But yeah, Brickmaster Amy and Brickmaster Jamie, they're in the elite right now. So to deal with that fame and just I don't know how they would do it. But for me, I mean, yeah, us designers were very solitary and we're very quiet and content. I have sort of a background on being on different TV shows, just because I've been sneaking in the background. So I've been on like the UK Top Gear, or I was in front of the Buckingham Palace for the royal wedding because I used to build heads for Legoland. So built Will and Kate for the royal wedding, and so I got to go on that. So I've always tinkered with being in the limelight, right? It's not really a limelight. It's just me with my hobby and the love and the passion for the brick, right? But it's crazy, right? I think after that documentary aired, so The Secret Life of Lego, which you can buy on DVD if you haven't seen it. I've got a load in the back of my car. No, when I was first shown, I think it was crazy that someone stopped me in the street and said, "Oh my goodness, you're Justin," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, you're a member of the public, and I don't know your name."
Shame on you.
Exactly, yeah. But it's just crazy, right? Because at the end of the day, we're just Lego toy designers, and that's how it's gathered this gravitas and also fame and just on a pedestal is crazy. There's, as I sort of mentioned earlier, there's 300 of us, like the 300 Lego designers ish, and it's crazy that you could tell your favorites, and we're all celebrities to people. It's really I've got goosebumps even talking about it, right?
Are there? Do you have a designer in any medium? Is there a designer you would totally be a fan of if you met them in person? You're like, oh, I love your work.
No, absolutely. I mean, even Lego design to sort of bring it into the Lego talk. When I first started, obviously, being a fan all my life, pretty much ever since I could destroy my brother's models, I've been like hooked by the brick, right? And when I was like 11, I idolized this guy called Mr. Zumbi. I was like, oh my goodness, his creations are amazing. He used to build amazing like Predator sculpture, or he's done like loads of cars and buses from like India, and just absolutely in awe of his models. And so sort of followed him through my sort of teenage life, and then becoming an AFOL. And when I first started Lego, in my team in Lego Superheroes, there was a guy called Adam Grabowski, and he's made some fantastic models, such as the Monster Fighters house, which I think he built the other week. He's done a load of Indiana Jones stuff. He worked on the latest, the 1989 Batmobile that's just come out. So amazing. Right. And then I found out, he's Mr. Zombie. And so I was like, oh, like, this is a dream come true. So I blurted out, I was like, oh, I am Mr. Zombie. And he was like, and it was, realization that obviously, these people are just normal people, so like me, right? And that was crazy. Like they say, never meet your heroes, and yeah, there I was, stood in front of Adam Grabowski, and yeah, we've been on since friends now. So I probably embarrassed myself. It's fine. And now we're texting each other about cars and stuff. So yeah, it's very good.
Here's a question for you, Justin. So when we were on the show, and also just in our regular building life, we take a lot of inspiration from classical art and vintage design, like all the sort of things, like every movie we've ever seen, every cartoon we've ever seen. I'm just curious, like sort of following along with that question, is there any like designer or artist, like a non-Lego person that you find particularly inspirational, whether it's classical art or modern or whatever? Is there a particular style that you like?
No, definitely. Sort of I take my inspiration from everywhere. I mean, for those that have been to Billund, they'll see that it's pretty much Lego HQ and that's it. So yeah, by traveling around the world, then you obviously get to absorb more. So I'm constantly flying here, there, and everywhere to just gain new inspiration from wherever it be, and pick up different designers and architectures. I'm a very big fan of urban exploring. So anything like brutalistic and abandoned, that's pretty much my jam.
Very nice.
My father works in demolition, so I used to go on the site visits to see the buildings being destroyed and stuff. So I get to explore like all different nooks and crannies of a building before it's demolished. I take it.
Atlas Obscura. You should. You already know that, yeah.
It's normally the place I go before I book a holiday, right? It's like, oh wow, Chernobyl, that looks like a fun place, and you go, oh my goodness, maybe I should go to China, that'd be fun. So yeah, Atlas Obscura is a good like travel booking site, right? But no, so take inspiration from sort of like brutalistic architecture and just like abandoned cities and spaces. It doesn't really read well when it comes to Lego design. But that's the beauty is we work with so many varied Lego designers, and each one comes from their own background. So we work with people who work in film or circus performers or makeup artists that work on Doctor Who or whatever it be. So everyone has their own little niche. So I take my inspiration from there because it's very local. Because I can just go up to them and go, oh my goodness, I love this episode of Doctor Who, and they're like, oh, well, here's all the reference in here, or oh my goodness, whatever it be. Always trying to keep myself open. But if I had to name some designers or artists, I don't know. Probably the ones I work with. They're my biggest inspiration. It sounds really like corny and really like an easy way out of the question. But obviously my girlfriend Gemma, who's in the next room, she's my biggest inspiration.
Amy and I had a huge inspiration before we went on the show. And when we were on episode 3, we actually found out that one of our biggest Lego inspirations were actually Richard and Flynn, and we didn't know their faces or their names, but we had gone to, we'd seen their work at San Diego Comic-Con, and Amy and I have a Pinterest board where we pin a bunch of our favorite stuff, and Richard and Flynn kept coming up on our Pinterest board. And when we were sitting in the green room one day during the show and they were showing us some of their work, and we looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, you guys your work and didn't even know your face. So I think that's another really cool thing about Lego is that you can, you most of the time you don't really see who is behind the brick. And when we understood that it was Richard and Flynn, we just kind of freaked out. And my dad really wants to tell you his inspiration. Go ahead.
Well, non-Lego, somebody said Jean-Paul Gaultier is who I really like. So Kiko's outfit in The Fifth Element. So among a few other things.
Yeah, the light part of it.
The cones for Madonna.
Yeah.
and a few other things. They had an amazing exhibit in Dallas a few years ago, and I took Crystal. So
we went to that when it was here, and actually Richard lit part of the exhibit.
I lit
here in town.
Was that the one with all the mannequins with the faces? Did you see the one with the mannequins with the faces that were
the changing faces?
Oh yes.
It was
so weird and
cool. Yeah, they had blank faces, and they had projectors that would project onto the mannequins them talking, and people would walk up and they thought everybody that it was all real. It was insane.
It's very haunted mansion.
Exactly.
The singing statues.
Yeah, except in Haunted Mansion, I expected it not to be real, whereas people were standing next to me going, they couldn't figure it out. Wow, are they real or are they whatever Memorex? So
Yeah.
Memorex. All right.
Memorex.
We understand that. I think very few other people. We need Daryl to come sing until she breaks a glass. That was always my favorite Memorex.
Yep.
You talk about being inspired by the designers around you. We've talked a lot about how much we value the relationships that we made with the other cast members. But I tell you, standing in the build room and standing side by side with people who are in the thick of doing this thing they love, under pressure, working hurriedly together in teams was so inspiring.
Yeah.
And
sure.
I don't know, to what degree are Lego designers isolated in separate rooms versus like seeing what the other people are building?
Well, at the moment, obviously, we're very isolated, and I'm really struggling with that because I'm like a social butterfly, as it were. So we have like this daily Teams call where we'll just log on and just see what each other's building, because I'm so used to going up to Mike in Creator Expo, or even just Jamie, or whoever it be that's working on whatever, and just to get inspiration. And also because we're all fans at heart, like, oh my goodness, there's a new piece in that project, or oh wow, this color's coming out, or whatever it be. So like the inner nerd takes over, and I get to see what people are making, and also get to relive my fandom there. But it's quite hard at the moment that we're so isolated. So we're going to go back to the office and go, oh my goodness, where's this come from, or who's built this? But like, it must be amazing, and I always envy you guys, right? The Lego Masters, right? Is the fact that you're building on TV, and you get that collaboration, but also that strong community, and that brotherhood almost of you've been through this experience, and it's been super important. You've had the cameras on you, and you've come out of it with all these amazing friends and fantastic skills, but at the same time you get to inspire everyone at home, because there's so many viewers watching, and they get to build along and watch again and play and whatever. So it's just like that's amazing.
Summer camp.
Lego summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did great. I just got to build it home and get inspired. It was so cool.
Hey, I have to head out. I just want to say it was amazing. It was good to see you, Justin.
Amy, for joining us.
Bye, Amy.
Bye,
I just see you.
Bye, Crystal. Sad.
I heard dozens of times.
I did finish, so make sure you guys finish.
Okay. I'll show you. We've gotten precisely this done.
Oh, excellent. It's been a really long stream.
But we're going to
Bye, Amy. All right, guys, bye. We're going to go to Daddy brought pizza, so we're going to go eat it and watch sci-fi movies. So it's my first time really getting to with my dad during the class.
But I do want to say that I heard dozens of times when Crystal was calling me from LA, saying how much she just admired and loved everybody on the show. And when I finally saw the first episode, I fell in love with everybody too. So you guys,
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Crystal.
Bye, Crystal.
Bye, Crystal. Love you, darling.
Yeah.
So are we still talking about Justin origin stories?
Hello,
here?
Holly. How are you,
Hi,
Holly?
Moto. Hi.
Oh, everybody! So apparently Jessica is in the chat.
Wow!
Come over and be on the stream, Jess. Please come join us if you can. I put the link in our special Instagram chat room, so there should be a link there for you.
What was your question, Holly?
Yeah, Holly, what was your question?
Oh, I do have a question, but we were talking about Justin origin stories. I also had no idea who Justin was when I met him. No, I was totally doing like the ideas pitch thing to him, and he was just very like, I think you were actually legitimately interested, but then I was trying.
We honestly were, because when did we first meet? Like Bricks by the Bay, right? So
it was Bricks by the Bay, yeah.
Maybe 3 years or 4. How long ago was that?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah, so Gemma and I, so my partner and I, we went to San Francisco. We were on holiday before Comic-Con, I think it was.
Yep.
And yeah, I spotted that a Lego convention was in town. I was like, oh, I've always wanted to go to Bricks by the Bay. So let's sabotage our.
Yay!
Yeah, he was totally there. Flynn and Richard didn't even know.
Well, I think, was that the Snake Queen year?
It was the Snake Queen.
Oh yeah, well then that's why we were trapped in the corner with our mop the entire time. Like,
yeah, I met Flynn and Richard and Justin all at that same time.
Wow.
And so it's great.
It was a fun year
in incognito. And yeah, we came across the Coraline house, and obviously Gemma and I are massive Leica fans, and obviously Coraline fans as well. So yeah, Holly did a spiel about the putting on ideas, and yeah, we loved it. And then yeah, we met up again at Comic-Con that year, right? So
yeah, it was so funny because I had little I think I had some kind of bookmarks or something out there were advertising the Leica pop-up exhibit that was at San Diego Comic-Con the following week. And it's so funny because I just barely met Justin and Gemma like in passing, right? I think that was the only conversation we might have had that whole time. And you did mention that you were like, oh, I can't vote for it because I work for Lego or something like that, which I accepted as the truth and was like, okay, well then, nice to meet you. And I didn't think much of it. And then, but I did tell him or he noticed the thing about Comic-Con, and he said he was going to be at Comic-Con the following week and, was interested in coming to the pop-up exhibit. But then when I got down there a week later, it was, how if anyone's been to San Diego Comic-Con, you know how overwhelming it is. And there were so many people there, and there were a lot of people trying to get in to this exhibit that we had. So I was getting all these, so I started getting messages from Justin over Messenger, maybe some Facebook messages. And initially I couldn't figure out who he was. I'm like, who's this guy that keeps trying to get into this exhibit? And I was like, I said it was fine. And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll try and get you in. Just come, at this day, this time or something like that. And then Justin showed up with 14 other people. Yeah,
we pretty much got all the Lego designers that were there because that was quite a big year for us. So I think, Nick from Hidden Side and obviously Voltron fame, Nico from Ninjago City,
yep.
Obviously they're from Creator and Mixels and Trolls fame. Who else did we have? Corvin, maybe? I think Corvin was City. Literally everyone that was in town that was there, we were like, oh, come on, let's all go and have a Leica exhibition. So apologies from bombarding.
It was crazy. Yeah, we had to wait a while because we ended up having to I thought I was going to just sneak in a couple of people, but I was like, oh, this is 2 groups. So they ended up getting a private tour from one of the guys that works at Leica. So it kind of worked out, but it was pretty nuts. It was awesome though. It was just crazy because I was so new to the Lego world at that point that I didn't know anybody. I had no idea who anybody was. So that was kind of my introduction really to the Lego world and the designers and everything.
Yeah. Did that with all of us, right? So a lot of
it makes me wonder what the collective noun for all those Lego designers would be. Is it like a clutch of designers? Is it
a clutch? The cabal.
It is now.
Yeah. You trademarked that.
Is that
I couldn't do that.
I do have a question though, Justin. So I'm putting together one of your sets right now, one that I hadn't already put together. So
Which one, Holly?
Oh, Apocalypse. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, cool.
Dude.
Whoa. We need the sticker. We need the sticker music for that one. Holy.
I know you like stickers, but come on.
I love stickers. Stickers are
anything in here printed.
Because stickers allow us to sneak initials in. They allow me to decorate my laptop, and if you don't like them, then you can always not put them on, right? So, but I love them. They have extra details and a lot of fun.
Okay, so where are the Easter eggs in this?
Well, focus on a lot of them, yeah.
Well, first of all, I got to say, I am so glad to hear Justin say that because we are big sticker fans, and we actually have a segment on our show every day called Sticker Set Show and Tell, where we show a sticker set, and Richard does excellent homework and figures out what set and what year it came out, and we show that off. So yes, thank you for stickers. We love them.
I'll keep doing a good job, right? I'll do a good fight. I know. Yeah, obviously everyone has their opinion on stickers, but no, I'm all for them because growing up, they used to do a Lego instruction or a Lego inspiration book, right? And in the back of it was just a load of stickers. It was just like a sticker book, right? Mm-hmm. So could grab them and you could decorate your city buildings.
And they were transparent.
Yeah, they were transparent as well, which was even more amazing. So now when I go through my collection, I'm like, oh, where's this sticker from? And I just can't place it. So like I put them on anything, right? And it's very much now. A lot of the times we'll put some stickers in that we'll use in our own fan builds that we're making. So I know on Apocalypseburg there's 2 car dials that go on the bus that's underneath the what do you call it, the tablet of the Statue of Liberty's arm. And so obviously Adam Grabowski, Mr. Zombie, he loves building cars, and he was like, oh, I need some dials for my cars. And it's like, what if I could sneak them in to my model? And yeah, there we go, sticker number 22. I think it's 22. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't. Yep. He's like, I need some dials for my car. So we're like, oh, maybe we could sneak them in here. So sometimes we just
hang on, Holly, I'm going to put you full screen. Put that back up so everybody can see.
Yeah, wow. Check that out.
And just going back to Mark's comment, was the documentary that you were in called The Secret World of Lego? Yes, it was. It was on Channel 4 in the UK. Yeah, this thing has so many Easter eggs. It was one of my favorite ones to actually work on with the graphic designer Paul Takanu and Michael Patton. They were the graphic designers on this set and also on the movie. Because obviously not only were we working with movie reference, but we're also working with our own personal fandom and love and anything apocalypse based. So yeah, to name a few of the I don't know, the stickers. One of my favorites there. There's a number plate from the Batmobile, the Speedwagon, which Boone has a large scale. I think that's the first time I was introduced to you, Boone, was on the Creations for Charity stream, and you would just about finished the Speedwagon, or maybe you were building it. I can't remember.
It had been a recent build, and I didn't know when we started talking that you had designed that set, so I brought it out and I was like, oh, and now it's one of the ones that just hangs on my wall.
Yeah, and it's super amazing to see it, and obviously at that scale as well, like just a massive, beast of everything. And so, the front of the Batmobile for the Batman movie, that was in Apocalypseburg, because I was like, what did Batman do with his Speedwagon after the Duplo invasion struck? And also because Paul, the graphic designer, and myself had worked on that film previously, we were like, oh, can we sneak in this build? And also I'm super lazy, so I was just grabbing whatever I had to hand and shove that on the Speedwagon's number plate on there. What other fun things that I haven't said in press before that I can just
Is there a sofa? Is the little chair in this one?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So
I
Holly,
got so confused. You were calling it a sofa, and I was trying to place it. I was like, sofa? What sofa? Which it's not really a sofa, right? It's basically a lounge chair.
An armchair, yeah.
Yeah, that he puts in all like as many builds as he can. It's all the same chair. It's in Stranger Things twice.
Twice, you can build it in right side up and upside down. Also in Sanctum Sanctorum set. So this is this sofa and armchair build that a designer called Milan Mad. So he's worked on Pirates of Barracuda Bay and the Friends set, the Lego Friends Central set. He built this sofa or this armchair when he was 7 and put it on mock pages, and we thought nothing of it. And then obviously many years went by, and yes, there it is in the green at the bottom. I was looking for an armchair build just to fill a spot, and we found it on mock pages. It's like, I know Milan, like he just works downstairs. I know this guy. So, and obviously he's a very good friend of ours, and went down and it's like, Milan, your sofa build, would you mind if I put it in my model? And he's like, no, absolutely, yeah, why not? And so it's become this running joke that I'm trying to sneak the sofa in, or the armchair, into as many sets, or more sets that he's designed than he's At the moment the count is in 4, so that's pretty good. And it also shows that whatever you build when you're 7 and put on mock pages, one day you could be a Lego designer, and then I'm stealing it and putting it in my build. And
well, Richard and Flynn, you'll have to look out for that when it comes up, and you can actually display it when you're done. Just make special note of that sofa.
Yeah, for sure.
Or chair,
the chair.
Is not only do you get to build it once, you get to build it twice.
We'll each build one, so no one is denied the pleasure of building the chair.
I'm actually making progress though. See.
Oh wow!
Yeah, look at her go.
We're not the chassis of the truck. We've got all week.
Bike. Can I say how excited I am about this black bicycle? So cool.
Okay,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
He loves all the bricks in. He lives all the bikes in different colors. So when I was announcing that we were bringing the bike back in black, he was like, "Oh my goodness, yeah." So yeah, that's pretty much the Jamie's sort of passion point. But no, I'm trying to think of other stickers. There's a picture of me in it, which is quite funny.
What? Where?
Also, Gemma in the there's like a police cell, big sticker on a wall panel.
Oh, is that supposed to be you guys? That's you right there.
Wait, let me get this up. Hang
Oh
on.
yeah, make her full screen. Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, so I'm on the right, top right.
That's Gemma.
Where
is it? That's Gemma there.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that's funny.
That is
So right above her. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's fun. We'll try and sneak our faces in. I was also in Hogwarts Castle in the moving portraits.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so now we have room on the credit card, right?
Oh,
I get it.
that could be dangerous.
If it retires,
That could be dangerous. Yeah.
and we don't have it, I will cry.
I think it's already retired.
No, it's still out. Actually, it's very, very hard to get at the moment. Well, like most Lego sets, right? Because obviously everyone's building from home, so
Yeah.
buying crazy. So one of my good friends, they asked, "Oh, have you got like an inside way of getting the Hogwarts Castle? Because I want to build it in quarantine." And it's like, no, like I'm struggling as well because I'm desperate to get Pirate Bay, and just have no access to it, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's very.
Then we have a couple months to save money, or a month. Let's say less than a month. We got some time to save the money up for it. But yeah, that's definitely a holy grail set.
Yeah, we
Justin, how soon will you be able to get Pirates Bay? Why?
Pirates of the Barracuda Bay. As soon as our employee shop's open, I'd assume, because then that's been untouched since lockdown, right?
Okay.
So I'm hoping I'm going to go back and then just put everything in the credit card, right? Because it's all just there.
At this point, it's probably like a time capsule. Just waiting to be opened.
Blow the dust off of it and pull out the credit.
But no, so I don't know when that's going to reopen. Obviously, hoping soon because I'm running out of things to build. Like the beauty of obviously being stuck inside is everyone's uploading everything to Bricklink or Facebook Marketplace or whatever. So I'm managing to buy a lot of second or third hand Lego that way. But it's nothing like opening a fresh mint box of Pirates of the Barracuda Bay and building it. Right?
Well, Justin, I hope you feel honored because that was supposed to be my next build, and it just for the occasion I ended up doing Apocalypse first.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's if I do say so myself.
I'm not in a hurry at all to build this. If I could be a fan just for a moment, I want to say of every set that I've built, this is my favorite set, Stranger Things. I think it's just beautiful.
The car chassis.
I've had a lot of anticipation. We've had it on the shelf for months, and I've been looking at it and just waiting, and I want to build it. And it has one thing that I really love in it, in addition to being spooky and based on a show that I love and having just this amazing play function of turning upside down. It does this thing that Disney does where you replicate the same color palette from the right side up in the upside down, but in a shadow spooky version. And that just makes it over the top my favorite set. And I have to ask you as a fan of your design work on this, did you agonize over the color palettes between the two?
No, definitely. I mean, that was one of the hardest things is obviously when you see the show, and if you're familiar with the show, is when you see the upside down, it's very dark. And so even just, seeing that on screen, it's like, oh, what colors could we make that into Lego? In the Lego palette. So we worked a lot with Netflix, like really, really closely with them just to sort of dictate or decide what the palette, the Lego color palette of the upside down would be, because no one's ever really done that before. It's make the upside down in a toy or in a product. Yeah, okay, there's been the figures, but never an environment. So it's super fun that I got to be part of that, and we'll say, okay, these are the colors that we're going to use, and also sort of put my Lego fan hat on and go, wouldn't it be great if we got the seaweed in black, or wouldn't it be cool if we got all these like blue and sand blue colors?
Dark brown branches too.
Yeah.
We before we could actually afford to purchase the set, we were working on this werewolf clock back here, and we wanted those. And I ended up going on Bricks and Pieces and buying like just the little branches, and I was like, well, at least I'll have a small part of it. And it ended up becoming part of our mock, and people commented on it a lot because it was just when the set had first come out and not a lot of people had seen that part. So everybody was like, where did you get those? They're really good.
It's a good part back for sure.
So we're getting down to the last 10 minutes. So when we're, I want to make sure that we go around and, it seems like Boone has taken a break, but I just kind of want to go around and have everybody say like where they can find you, where they can see your work. Justin, if you want to talk about where people can see your live stream that you do, and I can actually sorry, I'm still getting used to this little thing here. Mini feed. I think this is wait, is that it? Nope, that's the Aaron one. Sorry.
That's the Aaron one.
This one. All right. So I'm going to put Justin up here, and you can talk about where people can find you and see your stream and all the Let's Build Together stuff.
So as we've heard from Boone earlier on, they can just find me in Billund Airport. That's pretty much where I frequent. But yeah, no, I'm trying to be present in whatever fan event will be, or when we'll have a fan event in Denmark, or just hanging around Billund. But yeah, the best place to find me is either my social media, so my name, or on the Lego Facebook page. That at the moment we're doing these live streams. Hashtag Let's Build Together, where we're just building at home. So if anyone wants to watch it and just get involved and build along, or upload their creations to social media, then feel free to, because obviously it's a fantastic cause. But next week there'll be some new designers, new faces. So you get to be introduced to a lot more of my friends and colleagues, which is super, super exciting.
Wow, that's exciting.
It's fun.
Do you know if is Ilya gonna do one? You know?
I don't know. The problem is obviously we're all developing new and exciting sets for the next future years, right?
Of course.
So of course this is on top of our normal work. So everyone's super busy at the moment because we need to get these sets out for kids for the next 5-10 years, whatever it be. Hopefully Ilya and Desiree will do one. I'd hope so. But also, it also depends on if people actually want to show their face on social media and being on live, like much like this, right? I'm super nervous now, and we've been talking for an hour and a bit, right? It depends if people want to do it, right? So not all the Lego designers want to be in the spotlight and show their face, so because it's super nerve-wracking, and especially being live in front of all these people, and like crazy seeing all the comments coming in. I'm like,
Since Gemma won't come on, let her know that I found this.
Oh,
I was very excited to find this in the store yesterday.
Oh yeah, a friend of ours dropped that off to us. We're super excited about that.
I'm assuming that's hers. Is that Gemma's?
I don't know if she worked on that one. If not, then she'll take credit for it, right? But,
Tell her I said hi anyway.
Yes.
So,
hi Gemma. I know you can hear me.
So Boone, do you wanna tell us where people can find you? Not that they don't already know, because you are like an internet superstar.
I'm really not. There are like tons of even just Lego YouTubers that have way more subscribers than I do.
Do you have 20,000? You have 20,000 subscribers. That is nothing to sneeze at. That is amazing.
Well, thanks. You guys are going to be there before you know it. Boone Builds, YouTube.com/Boone Builds, Facebook.com/Boone Builds. I am Boone Builds on Instagram. Go check out Mark Crookshank is M.E. Crookshank on Instagram. He's my good buddy and fellow builder on Lego Masters, and Instagram is where he lives. Also BooneBuilds.com, and there's just a few different interesting things over there. I'm gonna premiere. Are you guys wrapping up? I won't plug this if you're not. If you're gonna.
Please do. We have time for you.
I'm going to premiere a new video about monorail in 6 minutes on my channel. So I will be leaving here and going right over there. And it's really like if you want to geek out about monorail and like Bluetooth, come on over and watch that video. If you don't like either of those things or techie weirdness, then you might not enjoy the video. But it was a passion project for me, and I like I said at the beginning of the stream, I I probably put close to 40 hours of work into that video this week, and I think it's one of the most well-produced pieces of video I've put on YouTube in years.
Well, we can't wait to see it.
So, and there is, you have to watch for Flynn and Richard, because there is a glimpse of Flynn and Richard in the video. And I did it somewhat unintentionally, but it was a pleasant serendipity that they ended up in the video.
Oh, so kind of like on Lego Masters, you saw us for like a minute.
Oh. Oh.
I'm kidding.
And quickly, I'm sorry I'm taking so much time. I do have one more song before the end of the stream, and I'll stick it right here.
Okay.
Don't take candy from a stranger. Things like that could lead to danger. Dustin, Lucas, Ellen, Mike are riding on a bike to save their friend from the upside down. Those stranger things, you know, we're living those stranger things.
All right. So we have a real quick, a last minute guest who popped in. We've only got a couple minutes left, but I want to bring her on. Everybody, it's Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
Hi.
Welcome, Jess. How you doing today?
Good. I'm wearing my I Love Amy and Jamie t-shirt.
Very nice.
This has been my go-to quarantine t-shirt, actually. That somebody gave us as gifts at Bricks Cascade. Yeah, I know you guys are wrapping up. I just wanted to say hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Justin and Holly. And
Hi,
Boone.
Hi.
Hi.
So glad you were able to come by and just to say hello. We had a lot. The stars were out tonight, I got to say, in the chat and on the
Crazy.
stream. It was like, it was pretty. I got to say, this was a pretty, I know this word is overused, but epic live stream, if I do say so. It was pretty awesome. So, Jess, real quick, we were kind of going around and telling people where they could find us on the interwebs and that sort of thing. So do you real quick want to tell people where they can find you?
Sure. All my handles are at Ragzy Art. That's Ragzy Art. And my website is ragzyart.com.
Awesome.
Yeah, so everything's Ragzy Art. I do have a YouTube channel. I'm not like celebrities like you guys. But I posted a bunch of tips for like season 2 contestants or people who are looking to get into building. And I think Boone actually gave me a tip. Mark gave me a tip. So I'm going to put together a video and post it soon. So yeah.
Awesome. Oh, fun. All right. So Holly, you're up. Where can people see your awesome work?
I'm nobody. Like, people are like, why am I even here?
You're here because you're amazing. You are an amazing builder, and you're our friend. And your model hit 10K on our live stream. So I think that it's entirely appropriate. So I'm gonna put you up here. Okay. Yeah, you're the star. Okay, tell everybody where we can find you.
Okay. Well, everything's under my username. It's H Walkman. It's just like it's spelled down here. I generally go by Webster, so that I know that confuses people, but H Walkman is my username for all things Lego. It's my husband's last name, and it's a name that's always available, so I use it whenever I can. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, which I don't really use much. They're all kind of linked together. I'm trying to post more. This is a hobby for me. It's definitely not a full-time thing, so I do it whenever I get a chance, of course. And I'm trying to post more. I've got a couple of things posted on ideas now. Just submitted something for the music challenge. So yeah,
it's so good. It's so good. It's really, really fun. I love it so much. And it's like music nerd history, and I love it. So Moto, let's tell people where we can find you on the interwebs.
Sure. Just start by going to Instagram, and it's Moto, MOTO.Lego, LEGO. And from there, that profile will take you to Flickr, and you can see all the good works in progress as they come along.
You have
from there, maybe, and maybe you can find me other places if you search.
We didn't get to see it before, unfortunately, because we were sort of bouncing around. But here, while Justin's still here, I want to give you a chance to show off that amazing thing behind you that he is going bananas over at the moment. So let's get you up there and see this thing.
There's something about this that really has people fired up.
Well, because it's amazing.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Okay.
I'm so excited to see a washing machine. I haven't seen one yet.
I know he built an entire washing machine out of Lego. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, that was 25,000 parts right there. A lot of white went into that. No, it's a crystalline egg. So I just took a lot of the older windscreens and wrapped them around Technic rings and then stacked them to make
Moto, do you mind if I just say goodbye real quick? Bye, Moto. Bye, Moto. Bye, Justin.
Bye.
Bye, Emma. Said hi. Bye, Flynn. Bye, Richard. Bye, Jessica. Bye, Holly. Thank you so much. Sorry to interrupt, Moto. Keep going.
No, you got a video to launch.
Thank you.
Love you all. Yeah. So, I can pick it up and it's swooshable.
My heart's in my mouth here when you're picking it up. Oh,
I know, me too. Every time he does this, I feel nervous. I go back to moving.
You're nervous. I'm nervous.
Technic, whatever.
It's beautiful.
I get nervous.
I love the pink alien pod you made.
Yeah. Really great. For size.
Just the sense of scale.
That one. That's my favorite thing. I love that.
That's cool. I like that one too.
It's very cool. Very pokey, very fun.
Gorgeous.
But yeah.
Cool. Well, I want to thank everybody. It's 12 o'clock, and we promised that we would keep this to 2 hours today. But I want to thank all of our guests who are on today. What an amazing time! Mel, Icebergbricks was here. Boone was here. Holly, Moto, Jessica, Corey was here. Sam was here for a little bit. Amy and Crystal were here. It really was epic. And of course, our very special, awesome mystery guest, Justin Ramsden, senior designer at Lego. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been super fun.
Just incredibly exciting. And I can't wait. I really, of course, we are keeping our fingers super, super crossed that that we're going to get to come to Billund in September and get to see you in person. So we'll keeping fingers crossed.
You have to come back to Portland, right? So when this is all over, I'll have to come back and say hello. So
yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Portland was amazing.
Bricks Cascade 2021, right, Justin?
Absolutely.
Yes, Bricks Cascade.
The calendar now, right?
So I'm going to I'm just gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna just switch to us now, so I can say all of our boring stuff that nobody else needs to hear. But thank you everybody for joining us today, all of our guests and Justin. We really super appreciate it. Hopefully, Justin, we can get you to come back and be on another group chat sometime if you're not too busy in the future. Awesome. All right.
Oh.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Good to see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Wow, everybody, that was incredible. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, all of those people here at the same time, and Justin, like, it's too much. It's
crazy.
Amazing.
For afternoon, a late morning afternoon, what fun, exciting Lego stories.
Yeah, so thanks everybody so much for joining us. We appreciate it. You can find us on Instagram at TrickyBricks. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can get notes when we're doing things. We are streaming here. We've been streaming every day. I think this is our 29th stream in a row, 29 days in a row, which is crazy. And so starting this week, we're going to go down to 5 days a week. So we'll be taking off Tuesday and Saturday this next week so that we can get some things going. You can check it out.
We'll still have our regular features. We're featuring guests on Sundays.
Yes, Sundays will be regular guest times. And we've got a Patreon. If you want to go check us out on Patreon, we are there at TrickyBricks. And I'm trying to think. Oh, yes, we have a P.O. box. All the information is in the video. The description of the video. So thank you guys. Thomas, yes, we will show your 16x16 tomorrow. We couldn't do it today because we're using a different program than we usually do to stream. So that wasn't something we were able to do, but we will show it tomorrow. We'll also be having a new build challenge tomorrow, announcing a new build challenge for everyone. So thank you everybody so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed seeing Justin and getting to talk to him about his work. It was amazing, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. where we will actually like do some building and maybe get a little bit of building on. It was just so exciting today.
Yeah. We'll actually put some bricks together tomorrow too.
Yeah, Wilfred, we will do a Let's Build Together day once a week. I think that's a lot of fun and a really good idea.
Yep.
And I also wanted to mention real quick before we go, I got a little message from Corey, and he said to thank everybody for having today. And he and Travis are going to be on a podcast tonight at 7 p.m. At Legacy Podcast Philly. And then also Aaron and Travis and Corey are all working on the Habitat for Humanity project together. If you get a chance to work with that and build and add the hashtag, that'd be great. So thank you everybody so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bye.